Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over 10 early game tips and tricks to help you get through the early game. So the first tip we're going to go through is just remembering to gather resources as you go, because you're always going to need them, especially like twigs and flowers. Chop down some trees to get logs for your base. It's going to help a lot when you have the resources in your base. You don't have to go out collecting them all the time. When you do it as you're exploring, you get them back to your base and you don't have to worry about it as much. For the next tip, we're going to want to get those big ancient spires as fast as possible, because they help you quick travel around the map. The first one's right here in the spring lands. You just go up through here. Ouch. Bugger. Yeah, they're these big towers. But once you unlock the spire, it allows you to travel through the area much more efficiently, especially when you have the glider. Allows you to glide over areas, making travel as easy as possible. The third tip we're going to go over is to use flame altars as quick travel points to farm resources. I mean, you get 10 of them, so it doesn't hurt to use a couple for mining resources on the start. Just mine as much as you want, and then you don't have to always walk back to it. You just teleport right to your altar. And obviously once you get late game, you don't need to worry about it as much, because you'll have more spires and you just travel wherever you want. But yeah, early game, definitely use the altars as you go to make quick travel a little bit easier. Fourth one we're going to go over today is the skills and using them in the universal off the start. Like double jump, super important early game. And then once you get up to updraft's another really important one. But all these ones, like well rested, is really good early game to increase your rested buff. Lumberjack for your tools. Like specialism pickaxe. Like these merciless attacks. And then these ones are a little bit more later game, but the grapple hooks are super nice. And then just running around your constitution, and then whatever skill you're going. It's not too important to specialize right off the start, but later on it gets more important. And then number 5, we're going to go back to the Springlands to show you. But it's for building a base early game. They're not super important, unless that's all you're playing the game for, is building a base. But there's lots of cool places that you can just take over. Don't require a super large amount of resources. You just gotta rebuild them, make them your own. This is a perfect example of one early, the Harvest Homestead. You usually have to fight some enemies. I don't know if you ever fight that, but these buildings are practically done for you. I know this one's super popular to rebuild. Another little tidbit trick you can use. You don't have a lockpick. Mine through the door. Cool. Number 6 we're gonna do is the rested buff. Super important, especially early game. Get your rested buff as high as possible so your stamina lasts longer and regens faster, but all you do for that is you can add some rugs, tables, chairs, fire, couches. This is a perfect example here. Like comfort 38 here. This is just my example starter home that I built. That I have a video on my channel building this one. Has all the stuff you need. Number 7, we're gonna go back to the ancient spire springlands. This one's going to be about the hidden highlighted books that give you side quests. When you read them, unlock side quests for you, and they sometimes lead to pretty good items that you need, especially early on in the game. But yeah, we just found one earlier right here. You just read these. Boom. New quest marked on your map. This is a cool little hideaway to rebuild. Number 8, we're gonna go into the Shroud, and it's to find the Shroud timer capsules. When you find them in the Shroud, especially early game, you won't have a super long time in the Shroud. But when you find these capsules, it resets your Shroud timer, which is super helpful when you're exploring the Shroud and looking for elixir wells early on. Yeah. Here's one early on, tells you the first one you find. But yeah, this is super important early because you won't have the 13 minutes like I do. The next one we're going to be going over is elixir wells. Which usually look like these. You go down inside them. And they spawn shroud roots, which give you, they look like that right there. When you cut them down, they give you skill points. Super nice. You just go up to them, chop them down with your axe. I've already got this one, so it won't give me a skill point, but once you chop them down and get your skill point, it takes away the shrouded area too, which is nice so that you can teleport out. The last one we're gonna go over, I gotta go all the way up here. You're gonna see this red fog, just like a death fog. And it's gonna be in areas that you haven't unlocked yet, like I've unlocked every area, but when we go up here to where the new area is gonna be, you don't want to go into the red fog because it's like death fog essentially. It kills your shroud timer almost instantly, and it's only way to get rid of the red fog is to upgrade your flame altar. You can see the red fog there. I can't even get over to it because this is the new area. Yeah, kind of see it from here. That's where the 1.0 release area is going to be, and that's where the death fog is that I haven't unlocked. But yeah, the way you unlock it is by upgrading your flame altar, which is super important to do as fast as you can, really. The faster to do it, the more area you unlock. Yeah, this one's level 4, but you just hit unlock flame altar. Let's go to that early game one I just built. Yeah, you just click on communicate with the flame and then upgrade altar. And then every time you upgrade it, I just got one from killing that fell boss, upgrade it. And the next one you'll need 5, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's my 10 early game tips. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe.